right onto all the members of the MOB, takes them all out in one shot. That was an impressive maneuver.
You know, I talked to Tommy Mack earlier in the evening, and says he's weighing in at about 235. He's trimmed down a lot from his original weight, and boy, you know, for a guy his size, I'm very impressed. You don't see guys that big coming off the top rope to the outside.
That's right. Well, he has trimmed down. He's able to perform those maneuvers a lot more effectively now. And Tommy Mack needs to get this one back inside the ring. And a reversal to Jimmy, probably knocking out Jimmy's teeth right there on the post.
That could be a concussion, Dan. We should get the EMTs to take a look at Jimmy Jack Cash after the match.
No, I think he'll be just fine. I think he's getting what's coming to him right now. Tommy Mack, smart man, getting this back inside the ring. He doesn't want to be out there with 3 Wolverines like the MOB.
Jimmy Jack Cash calling for a timeout.
This is ridiculous.
You know, I didn't realize there were timeouts in the world of professional wrestling.
There's not. Jimmy Jack Cash just makes up the rules to the game as he goes along. He has no respect for the locker room, the fans, and he's got Tommy Mack in a bad position right now.
It could be the mega conglomerate bomb. I think that's all she wrote for Tommy Mack.
Not really anybody gets up from that. It's going to be interesting to see Jimmy Jack Cash going for the cover
2,
now.
3. No, only a count of 2.
Tommy Mack barely getting that shoulder up. And Jimmy with the ground and pound right now.
Tony S. telling him to keep these closed fists out of the match. We don't allow that here at Powerhouse Wrestling.
They're certainly flying, and I don't know what he can really do about it.
Little 5-second pose by Jimmy Jack Cash, and drops the leg on the head of Tommy Mack.
You know, there's nothing wrong with a little posturing here and there, but when you make it a habit like Jimmy, it's kind of just disgusting.
Tony S. counting Jimmy Jack Cash.
He doesn't want to get counted out here, that's for sure. He's not that dumb. Jimmy in control at this moment.
Jimmy not only wrestling Tommy Mack, but orchestrating the MOB on the outside.
That's right. You got to give him some credit, trying to do 2 jobs at once. And bam, just dropping that weight down. That's a lot of weight to be dropped on your back. And Tommy Mack's chin going into that rope. That'll take the wind right out of you.
Could be a gut-wrench powerbomb coming up here. And
looks like it is.
My goodness, I think he tried to drop Tommy Mack on his head. You know, doing a move like that to a man the size of Tommy Mack could certainly break someone's neck. And Jimmy Jack Cash with a cash clutch right now. You know, if you've watched the match so far, you'll notice that Cash has been working on the lower back region of Tommy Mack. He's very methodical, and he knows what he's doing. You've got to be careful. You know, not just with the MOB, but Jimmy Jack Cash himself is a very, very dangerous competitor.
That's right. He's proven himself over time to be very versatile. Has a lot of signature moves. You know, he can toss you around like a rag doll, or he can put you to sleep like he's trying to do to Tommy Mack right now.
You know,
Gino Martino there.
Jimmy Cash, you know, he's not lying. He has wrestled the likes of John Cena and beaten him. Wrestled Eddie Guerrero and beaten him. Sabu, the Sandman. He's been in the ring with Abyss. Just about everybody in the wrestling world today. But Tommy Mack firing back now. And Jimmy Jack Cash throwing him out of the ropes.
We're going to send Tommy Mack to the outside, but it doesn't really work out that way. Tommy Mack with a shoulder, rolling into the ring right over Jimmy.
Ducks the clothesline. Could be a suplex, but no.
No, you can't do that. Are you kidding me?
Jimmy Cash saw that coming a mile away. We got a modified Russian leg sweep right there.
Incredible maneuver from Jimmy. If he was smart, he'd go for the pin right now, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that.
The Jact one, certainly an innovator of offense.
Well, let's not take it that far, Anthony. Now he's up on the second rope. What's he going to do here? Going for an elbow drop. Tommy Mack able to get out of the way.
You've got to know where you are in the ring at all times.
Absolutely. Tommy Mack getting to a vertical base now. Looking at Jimmy, I think he sees an opening. He sees an opportunity right now, and he's taking it to the top rope. What are we going to see here?
Superfly splash off the top rope.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be over. Gino Martino, interference, grabbing Tony S.
I think I speak for everybody here in Powerhouse by saying that we're really sick of the underhanded tactics of the MOB.
This is just disgusting. Somebody should have gotten out there and run the bell. But now Jimmy Jack Cash taking advantage of the situation like how he knows best to do.
Tony S was distracted. He hit him with a low blow. He's up top. Forget about it.
You cannot deny the strength of this man. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. It's over. That's all she wrote.
Picked up Tommy Mack with ease and slammed him to the mat and showed him why Jimmy Jack Cash is the most dominant independent wrestler on the scene today.
No, the only reason why he's dominant is because he has to come out to the ring with 2 other people, have Gino Martino distract the referee so he can pick up a victory. Those underhanded tactics might work well in some other crap hole promotion, but that's not how we do things in Powerhouse.
You know something? I think you're jealous, Dan.
Jealous?
I think you're jealous. I think you're jealous that you don't get to roll with the MOB.
No, not at all. You couldn't, all the money in the world, all the tea in China, couldn't pay me enough to run with the MOB. It's disgusting what they do. I want them out of Powerhouse, and I'm just waiting for the day that that man comes along and takes them all out.
Well, it was a great match. More great action to come. Stick with us. We're going to be right back.